Good morning, everybody. I'm Chief Storm Tracker Chris Phillips here at the Weather Pulse Tracking Center. We are tracking the potential of severe weather here over the next 24 hours. We're going to kind of go over what we're going to, the possibilities to see here. First off, the Storm Prediction Center does have the area under a slight risk of severe weather. It's basically I-65 and west. I would like to see the entire area go under a slight risk. And the threat is there. Winds aloft are going to be up around 90 to 100 miles per hour. Hello, that's very impressive winds. It's a mile above your head. If the storms tap into that wind energy, that could be brought down to the surface. So that's why we're expecting that risk of severe weather. And one thing to note overnight on the models is we started to notice a little bit in the way of instability show up. We're about at 500 units of CAPE. It's very, very low instability, but with the amount of wind energy, the strong forcing in place, I think that's going to overcome the lower instability, and you don't have to have that much instability for this time of year. So I think that the severe weather threat is going to exist. West of I-65, you're going to have that isolated spin-up threat. There is a little bit of shear in the atmosphere. We talked about that last night on the blog. Directional shear, it's the changing of the wind direction by height. That is where we have that wind shear in place. You start to get the twist of the air, the twist in the atmosphere. So some of that can be brought down to the surface. This line of storms is going to be a broken line of storms. We're kind of wobbly, quasi-linear is what we call it. And embedded in those little wobbles will be isolated spin-ups. So we need to watch that carefully. But other than that, the timing on this system looks to be after 1 a.m. and between 1 and 7 a.m. pretty much for the entire area. Models have this line coming in around 7, 8 a.m. I think it's going to be pushed up further towards 5, maybe 4 a.m. for portions of the area. Once you get a big line with this and the very strong winds aloft, it pushes fast. We could see this line moving 60, 70 miles an hour pushing east rapidly. So, you know, that's going to cause some very strong winds. I think destructive winds are going to be possible for many of us here in the Weather Pulse area. So you want to make sure you keep tuned here this afternoon and through the evening hours. We'll make sure to keep you updated, and we'll keep bringing you updates through the afternoon. From the Weather Pulse Tracking Center on this early Tuesday morning, I'm Chief Storm Tracker Chris Phillips.